Hey everybody, how's everybody doing today? Excuse my appearance. I just finished doing 5K. It's part of my schedule to run today, and today is 5. Tomorrow is I believe is 7, and then Friday is off, and then Saturday I have to do. This is called Warrior Dash. It's a 5K race with 12 obstacle course. It's gonna be fun. You're gonna get dirty, muddy, and all that stuff. If you ever hear about that race in your town or in your state, sign up to it. It's gonna be fun. Anyway, I'm a little sweaty, so excuse me. I just want to say thank you again for allowing me to be on your computer to watch my video. Thank you for the comments, and thank you for the encouragement to continue making videos. And today I'm going to talk about basically the same thing, which is the basics. What are the basics? What do you need to get to where you want to go? Gotta have a plan. If you don't have a plan, then you plan to fail. Basically, that's what it basically comes down to. Write down a plan. Say, listen, I want to lose 20 pounds by, who knows, June. Then you look at it, calculate. The safest way to lose weight is 1 to 2 pounds per week. It may not seem a lot, but trust me, it's gonna stay off. Those people who do these crazy diets, who lose 30 pounds and then 2 weeks, 3 weeks, chances are they got to keep that diet going. Otherwise, if they step out of it, they'll gain 10 pounds back before you know it, and then 20 pounds, and then back to what they were before. And now it's going to be harder for them to lose that weight, and they're going to get discouraged. It's a domino effect. Anyway, you want to keep a constant of 1 or 2 pounds per week. Calculate that into the span of where how much you want to lose. For instance, like if you lose 1 or 2 pounds per week, let's just say 2 pounds per week. In about a month, you'll lose about, what is it, 8 pounds, right? Doesn't seem a lot, but look at it this way. It's 8 pounds of fat, okay? Not muscle, not weight, it's fat. When people go these crazy diet, they lose weight. Weight equals muscle, fat, and water, and some nutrients. You're gonna lose a lot if you lose weight. But if you lose fat the right way by dieting and knowing what you're gonna eat and knowing what time you have to eat and train, it all comes in unison. You cannot do without one without the other. You need to eat properly. You need to train properly. You need to sleep properly. Now I'm not talking about 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours here. I'm talking about a good 5+ hours. I mean, I could sleep good for 5 or 6 hours. I'm fine the next day. Um, Anything more than that, then I feel sluggish. So there are people who can sleep more than that, 7, 8 hours. I couldn't do that. But anyway, you need all those three to work together. You have to. Otherwise, one's gonna falter, and then you're gonna sleep too much, skip a couple of meals, and then your training is gonna be weak because you're not gonna have the nutrients and the strength to continue going on. So everything works together. Now, what you need now? Of course, you need to find a facility, a gym, or a garage, something that has equipment, something that's going to stimulate the muscle. What stimulates the muscle? Of course, anything that's kind of resistance, any resistance workout. It could be bands, cables, uh, um, um, the balance ball, medicine balls, anything you can do that's going to give you some kind of resistance and make the muscles work. You can take a can of beans, the big cans, the ones you buy at the Sam's Club or what are the clubs out there, the Price Club, whatever it is. It could be the big ones. You look how much a pound it is. Oh wow, it's 5 point something, 10 point something. You know, while you're cooking, stirring some pot or something, pick it up and curl. Anything to stimulate something that's if you had no time to go to a gym or you have no money to go to a gym, you have to compensate what you don't have. So now you find out what gym you're gonna go to. You go to that gym. You find out, okay, I want to look like so and so and so and so. Do you want to hire a personal trainer? You don't really need to, but if you don't know anything about training, then hire a personal trainer so they can teach you the concepts. Hire them for a week. You don't need anything more than a week, okay? If you need anything more than a week, and then you're looking at basically a plan. What's your plan for them, and if their plan is gonna work with you? You know what I mean? For instance, if I want to for a month. What do I expect in that month? I want to lose a certain amount of weight that month, and I want to be able to continue going on after this month is over. Remember, everybody's body is different, so you cannot apply what that person's doing to you. You have to know your body. You have to know your limitations. You cannot just go in the gym and see a person who's bigger than you go and then expect to be at that level of that person. Believe me, I mean, if you watch any kind of sports, you see football, you see these big giant centers and linebackers. They're big guys, but they can move because they condition themselves to be that fast and that quick and have that kind of stamina. That's why they have spring training. I mean, boot camp, and it's gruesome. Okay, so you don't expect to be in better shape than somebody who's bigger than you are because they've been training probably longer than you have, or your condition is not as up to their level. Let's start off with water, okay, the basic foundation. Okay, you need about um, I drink about a gallon a day. You don't need that much as a beginner because as a beginner, you got to get into the trend of drinking water opposed to drinking tea, and so on, so on. Gatorade, Gatorade is it's good if you're doing some let's say you're cutting grass or something, some kind of circuit training maybe replenish, but get the G2 because it's less sugar and in the bottles. Don't get the regular Gatorade because it's filled with sugar. Anyway, water. How much should you drink per day? There's a myth, of course. There's the 8 by 8, meaning drink 8 ounce 8 times a day. Okay. Food wise, how much food should you eat? You need to eat every, well, 3 hours. I would say 5, 6 meals a day is fine. It's good. But if you can't, the least amount is 4 meals a day. Try to do 4 meals a day. And if you do five, let's look at the number five. You got five. You got breakfast, snack, lunch, snack, and dinner. That's doable. Snack meaning it could be a granola bar. Snack could be a yogurt, you know, but don't make that as your meal because your meal needs to consist of over 200, between 200 to 500 calories. Yeah, that much. Your body needs that much if you're working out on a regular basis. If you want to lose weight, that's how you got to do it. If you want to gain weight, then you got to add more, of course, calories, and you got to also add more meals per day. Hit me up with the comments anytime, and I'll gladly to answer any kind of question. But remember, I'm starting off very gradually for those who don't understand, the concept of going to a gym and what's the idea, what's the plan. The main thing is having a plan. Remember, if you don't have a plan